What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew? This is Ball Hawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
All right, greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am your host once again, Dan Thornton, and we've got a little bit of no sooner than I get off the air, finishing up the marathon that was this morning's live telecast, the live show. Hey, yes, as you're probably seeing from the thumbnail here, or if you're just on here, you probably are aware, the Detroit Lions have formally finished the trade for the Zadarius Smith. That's correct. I've got the details here, just got them over, and I do want to give a shout out to the Sarge Tony Libretto for getting me the details. Yes, my Twitter was going off right as I got off the air, whatever you want to call Twitter nowadays, X or whatever, but multiple different reports. This is coming from ESPN's Adam Schefter. This is also coming from NFL Network. So the fact that NFL Network has it, hey, you had any questions if there was going to be something going on, that probably brings it to a rest because I don't think they're going to let the NFL Network report this unless they have it all set and confirmed. So, all right, here are the details. NFL Network just confirmed Detroit Lions got Smith plus a 7th for a 5th and a 6th rounder. I do not have the years confirmed yet for those 5th and 6th. I'm going to assume it's next year, but I want to reiterate, I do not have that confirmed. That also means Detroit gets to keep both of its 4th rounders, which I think just about everybody wants the Lions to keep those because Brad Holmes, could he still do something today? I'm going to guess most of us are wanting Brad Holmes to go out and get a second end. You've heard, if you've been watching Lions Talk Live or, whatever, you've been watching national media, other media outlets, you're all probably aware that the Detroit Lions may be rumored to go after a second player. They've heard a lot of names thrown out. I've thrown out some names when I just got off the morning show. But yes, I believe the Detroit Lions still have the firepower to go out and get a second defensive end. The betting favorite, according to, I forget the name of the website last night, but the betting favorite to go and get the Giants Owarie was the Detroit Lions. Could the Lions acquire him and Smith and keep some draft capital? You guys know me. Whenever I talk about trades and speculate on stuff, I'm a big fan as a former general manager. The fact that really, okay, so let's go do this. You got a 7th rounder plus the player you wanted, a former Pro Bowl defensive end. You had to give up 2 draft picks, a 5th and a 6th. So really, you only lost 1 draft pick. Yes, it's not the same rounds, but you know what? If you believe in Brad Holmes, if you believe in the scouting department, then you're probably pretty okay with just saying, you know what? We'll step down the 6th rounder. You give us a 7th rounder, that's a swap. So really, you're just trading Smith for a 5th round pick, in my opinion. You can look at it any way you want. That's how my twisted mind works on it. So, hey, I think this is an awesome move for the Detroit Lions. I think you absolutely needed some more depth, some more pass rush. And you know what? You got half the season to slowly work this guy in. Is he going to play this week? I think he will. Because you got tomorrow's practice, you got you got tomorrow's practice, you got Thursday's practice, and then you're going to have Friday's walkthrough because Fridays are generally pretty light, just walk through positional coaches meetings. I'm going to guess, based on how much Smith has been adamantly pushing for coming to the Detroit Lions, that he's going to be on the first flight over here, the bus drive over, whatever, the plane, train, whatever it's going to be to get him here, because he's going to want to meet with positional coaches today to start going through the terminologies, understanding his role, what he's going to do with things. Whatever it is, man, I think this is an absolute win for the Detroit Lions. I don't think there's any questions about it. We all were thinking, man, could this be another year like last year where really we got Donovan Peoples-Jones and everybody was screaming and hollering for defensive help, but we got Donovan Peoples-Jones. Obviously, that didn't work out. But you know what? Brad Holmes, the Detroit Lions, they've been speculated to get Zadarius Smith for weeks now. They've been hearing a lot of stuff yesterday that the Cleveland Browns were kind of holding stuff up. I reported that the Lions and the Browns got into a heated conversation about this about a week ago when, again, it was going to be a mega trade. Sounds like the Lions just aren't going to part ways with Hendon Hooker. We can dive into that in another show for a different time. But here's what we do know for the people just joining us. Zadarius Smith, this is being reported from NFL Network and ESPN's Adam Scheffler. So both of them at the same time. And again, I don't think there's any way NFL Network's putting this out if they don't 1,000% know that this is a done deal and for sure. So Zadarius Smith coming to the Detroit Lions. Lions are giving up a 5th and 6th and getting a 7th rounder in return. So the Lions get to keep their 1st, their 2nd, their 2 4th-round picks. My guess is they're going to make a trade with those. And then you're going to be able to keep your have a 7th-round pick. The 7th-round pick, here's the other thing to kind of Scooby-Doo this. Lions are giving up their 6th-round pick. That's almost like a 7th-round pick based on how we all projecting them to finish this year. Cleveland Browns, 7th-round pick is more or less, the end of the 6th round. So are you really moving much with that pick? Probably not too much. So there you go. You're really just giving up a 5th-round pick for Zadarius Smith. I think this is a huge move for the Detroit Lions. I think this is a massive win going forward to help ease that pass rush. I do believe when Pascal comes back, assuming he's healthy and everything with the cancer, now you got him. You got Smith, assuming we don't make another move today. James Houston got a season high in snaps last week, the most he's had since 2022. Could this be a sign he could be a rotational piece? Levi Onwuzurike, if you watch the show in free length of time, I think he's been a massive win for us. But now that rotation starts looking pretty good. I still believe the Lions are going to make one more move before the end of the day today. Don't have any reason for that. It just feels right to me. So all I can tell you is gut instinct is telling me the Lions are probably trying to make a move. And yes, it will probably be with one of those 4th-round picks. How I would do it if I was a general manager, I'd probably give up one of those 4ths. But you know what you're giving me in return? You're probably giving me a 5th-round pick. So now, if you do that, you didn't really lose any draft picks. And really, you've got 2 guys for the price of 1 draft pick. Again, that's my twisted way of looking at it. Is it possible somebody else could come back this year? I know there's been a lot of rumors about Aiden Hutchinson coming back for like the Super Bowl or whatever. We'll worry about that another time. Today, just keep your notifications on. If I get something more today, I'm going to get it over to you guys as quick as possible. It's going to be a fun run into the ride. Now that we got some of the anxiety out of the way by the Lions acquiring Smith, I'm guessing everybody's going to be sitting around the rest of the day just saying, man, could the Lions make another move? Let's be also fair. The Lions were rumored to go after LaShawn Lattimore, and how crazy good would this secondary be if you had him? I don't think there's any validity to it, but you know what? I've been wrong before. All right, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. If you would be so kind, you got about 1,400 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Other than that, take care. Be a good human being. Go cheer on the Detroit Lions. Do something kind for someone you don't know, especially since you're having a great day with now Smith being a Detroit Lion. And we will see you all on the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.